Welcome to my life as I live it. I'm Army Princess, the mother, wife, and soldier, and I want to share this journey with you. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe now so you don't miss a moment of it. Hey everybody, it's Army Princess here and welcome back to my channel. It's Military Monday. Like, I got people who's like in my comment section talk about I can't wait to Military Monday, or I'm here for Military Monday, and that just makes me so happy, guys, because I really do this for you all, and I really do try to put out good content for people who are looking to join the military or people who have family members who are in the military, because I don't want you all to go through what I went through. When I joined, I knew nothing about the military. Nothing. And we didn't have YouTube back then. I didn't come from a military city. I literally walked in off of the street and talked to my recruiter. I do have my why I joined the military video, and I will put that up above here. Make sure you check out my playlist too, guys, because I have lots and lots of playlists. So if military is not your thing, I have beauty, I have family vlogs. Go ahead and definitely check out the different playlists that are on my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you are notified anytime I upload a video. But today I want to talk a little bit about my opinion. This is just my opinion on reserves versus the military, because I get a lot of questions on I'm thinking about just going reserves, but I really wanted to do the military, or what's your take on military versus reserves, or I don't know if the military is for me right now, so I think I might just do reserves and try it out. Let me tell y'all, reserve and active duty is not the same thing. I don't know a lot about reserves as far as the benefits. I do know that there are some separate benefits when it comes to healthcare, education, pay, and things like that. But to get the overall, I do know that to get the overall experience of the military in the Army, you're not going to get it in the reserves. I know several people who are in the reserves and several people who are active guard reserve, which means they're reserved but they're on active status the whole time, and they will literally tell you that it is not the same thing. For active duty, you will go to work every day and do the job that you were trained to do. So once you finish basic training, you go to AIT. AIT is Advanced Individual Training. It's where you learn how to do your job. Once you graduate from AIT, you will go to your duty station and do that job every day. So whether you're deployed or whether you're stateside, you're going to do the job you did and you learn at AIT. For reserves, you're going to go to basic and AIT as well, but you're going to do that job 1 week in a month. So just think about the difference with somebody who does that job 1 week in a month and somebody who's doing it every single day from 9 to 5. It's going to be a difference. It's going to be a difference in the quality of the work. It's going to be a difference in your experience. Because I could do something for a weekend and be like, cool, I'll see you next month for a weekend. But it's different when you're doing it every single day. For me, and like I said, nothing against people who are reserved, but for me, reserves is kind of like part-time. Not even, I wouldn't even call it part-time. It's like a piece of time job. It's like, I don't understand. And please sound off in the comment section. Please let me know. But I just don't understand why someone would want to go reserve if they're single, if they don't have any family, if they don't own any house, if they're not in school. Why you would want to do reserve? It's like, just don't join at all. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying don't join. I'm just saying you're not going to get the experience. I would suggest somebody going to reserves if they have a family that they can't leave or don't want to leave, if they have a good job that they don't want to leave, if they have like custody issues where they cannot leave and cannot leave, you know, take the child away into another state. But just to be like a young single person and be like, just do reserves, it's not the same thing. It's just not. You're not going to get the same experience at all. Like, military is on every day. You're on. The on switch is on every day. Reserve, you turn on for 1 week in a month. And the thing to me is, you still have to keep up with the height and weight standards. You still have to do PT and pass the PT test every year. You have to be in regulations, you know, that week in a month that you're doing your drill. So for me, if I'm out, like I see people who get out of active duty and go reserve. If I'm out, I want to be all the way out, because I don't want to have to worry about, well, 1 week in a month, I can't have my hair like this, or I can't wear my nails like this. And then I'm not doing PT every day. So it's hard to maintain height and weight standards and pass the PT test when you're not doing PT every day, because you're not in the routine of doing PT every day. With active duty, for the most part, you're going to do it every day with your unit. You're going to work out. You're going to stay in shape. With reserve, you have to have the mentality and the mindset and the motivation to do it on your own. And twice a year, you have to pass a PT test. So if you're not a strong-minded person, somebody who's going to work out and be motivated, it's going to be really hard for you in April and October to pass the PT test. And I feel like if I'm only doing this part-time, I don't want to have to do something. If I'm only doing this part-time, I don't want to do the hard stuff like that. Now, if I'm doing it every day, then okay, I take the good with the bad. But if I'm doing it part-time, it's just so much work that you have to do to maintain the stuff, and you only doing it twice a year. I don't know, it's hard for me to explain. And like I said, you don't get the same benefits. So you don't get the school benefits at the same time you would active status. You don't get the health benefits. You have to pay, like, co-pays and pay out of pocket for your TRICARE. Where if you're on active status, you don't have to pay for anything as far as health care. Reserves, you don't get the BAH and all of that you get on active status, where they pay, you know, your rent and all of that. So it's just, to me, I don't understand the purpose and the reason why people do it. Maybe, like I said, it's because I don't know a lot about reserves. I just don't think reserve is for everybody, and I don't think you should go reserve if you're single. And because for the most part, people that are joining the military nowadays are young. If you're young, go. Leave home. Get away. Leave the nest. Make your own way. Make your own money. Live your own life. Get away from home. If you reserve, you a part-time soldier, and you don't really leave the nest. So you're still around the same people that you've been hanging around, and you're not gonna change. You're not gonna really change for the better, because you're still in the same environment. So my suggestion is, if you're trying to consider going active or reserve, and you're thinking about doing it as a stepping stone to active duty, don't. Just snatch the band-aid off and go active duty. So that's all that I have today. If you guys have any questions, make sure you email me or leave a comment below in the comment section. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
How about that? How about that? Yup.
Sweet, the remix god!
How about that?